Okay, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are watching us. And first of all, I would like to say thank you for supporting us in our business chat. So today I am here again with this three ladies, my amazing business partners. And before we continue, I would like to ask them to introduce themselves first. And who wants to introduce themselves first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. My name is Debbie Alexander, and I live in this nice and hot right now, Salmon British Columbia, Canada. I've been living in North America for a long, long time. First, I studied from U.S., and then I moved to Canada, and from the city to the countryside right now, but I am originally from Japan, and I've been running this online business over 4 years now.
Thank you, Deb.
Yeah,
So it's
welcome.
nice and warm out there right now?
It's actually very hot.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. You have the summer coming. All right.
Mhm.
Thank you. And who is next?
Sure, I'll go next. So I am Linnell Dondale, and I live in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada, where it's also nice and hot. I'm a little bit north of where Debbie is. And let's see, I'm a wife, a mom, a grandma, and I have been a digital business owner now for just over 3.5 years.
Thank you, Linnell. So you guys are kind of close to each other. How about you, Beth?
So yes, hi everyone. My name is Beth. I'm originally from Taiwan and now live in LA with my husband. For over 3 years now. I just came here 2020 February, and and that's why brought me into this online world because at that time it was pandemic. I couldn't do anything, and anything is I know is about online. So I'm a wife. I'm a daughter. We don't have kids yet. I love to travel. And so I think that's why I love this online business because it really gives me the freedom. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Beth. Yeah, we really have a lot of freedom in this business. We can run it anytime. Anyway, my name is Merly Bolton. I've been an online business owner for more than 3 years, and I've been enjoying this business. I met a lot of people just like this beautiful ladies here. They are amazing. I am a mother of two boys and also originally from the Philippines and now living here in Wisconsin, USA. So every week when we come up with our chat, we always have a different topic. So today I would like to ask this our business partners to how often do you push yourself out of your comfort zone? Well, comfort zone, it sounds like a lot of us before we started this business, we are in our comfort zone. So I don't want to do any of a go live. It's just like this. So, uh, who would like to say first about their experience, or how often do you push yourself out of your comfort zone? Okay, Linnell, thank you.
So in the past, so probably starting when I was young, I was very shy, very shy. Like I didn't put my hand up in class because I didn't want anybody to be looking at me. I didn't want anybody to talk to me. All through high school, I was like that. And I remember the very first time I ever had to speak in public. It was horrible. I cried in front of all these people because I was so nervous. So for me, that was a little bit of a transition for me doing that because I knew, sure, it was scary, but I could do it and nothing bad happened to me. And from then I started working after I graduated high school, and I put myself in jobs at the time that made me have to talk to people.
Mm.
And then, throughout my life I became a nurse, and for that, like even my nursing courses, I had to do group projects, or we had to stand up in front of the class and talk to people. And I made sure that I went first, usually, because I hated being last.
Mhm.
I always wanted to go first. Now it doesn't bother me so much. I don't care really where it is. in a conversation. I can go first, I can go last. It doesn't matter. For me, I've always tried to push myself to do things. So I know I pushed myself in my nursing courses to be the best nurse I could be. I won a couple scholarships, and this is when I'm older. I was in my 30s when I did all of this, but I kept pushing myself, and even to become a clinical instructor with other nurses, with nursing students, and to be out amongst my peers with other students was a big step for me, because I always felt that maybe I wasn't quite good enough, compared to other people. But I pushed myself to get to the point where I knew I was just as good as everybody else. And then, when it comes to this business, I push myself every day to make sure that I am doing something that's a little bit of a stretch for me. So like doing these lives with you guys, that's, I remember the very first one I did. They were terrifying.
Mhm.
It's not so bad now. I've been on our webinar, I think 3 times, and that was a big step, because you don't know how many people are watching, and that there are people watching. So that's very, very scary. So for me, a lot of it is to do with being in the public and talking to people. That's been the biggest thing for me, that takes me out of my comfort zone. So I try to do it, because I know that I grow every time I do something that scares me a little bit. I grow a little bit more each time. So for me, I think it's important to do those things, and to, if it scares you a little bit and you're a little bit uncomfortable, then you probably should do it, because it's probably going to be a good thing in the end. So that's my opinion. Mhm.
That's a good advice, Linnell. Being uncomfortable, just do it anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think our mind is playing trick with us a lot of times. We know that we can do it, but it's just like, oh, I'm scared.
Mhm.
So yeah, I know how it's like. All right, who's next?
Yeah, I can go next. I really love Linnell's share because, yeah, when I grew up, I was also very shy, girl. But I don't know why my first job was to be a teacher, and then standing up on the stage and then to have the microphone and to speak in front of the students. It's kind of really, the first time was really scary, but because it is a job, so and especially they are like little kids, so I think they'll be okay. I just teach them what I know and then teach them English, so it's good. But I think the very first time that I really stepped out of my comfort zone was, I think it's a very big one. I changed to another job. I mean, I decided not to be a teacher and changed to another industry, to the travel industry. That was a totally different field. So for me, I would say, because I tried to be a teacher for 8 years, and for the past year, 8 years, I try and try and try. Every year, I just couldn't, pass the exam. So I lost my confidence. So that's why after the age 35, I think it's time already for me to really to change. If I don't change, and then I don't really see, my life, I don't know what will happen, because I just couldn't be a teacher. I felt so disappointed about myself at that time. So I think that's why that is a very big jump for me, because I didn't know what I could do to, in this new world, to be a tour leader, because I love to travel, but to be a tour leader and travel, it is two different things totally. So at that time, I trained to be a tour leader, and I really, I remember for my first time to leading a tour, because it's almost a similar experience, to have a microphone on the tour bus and then to speak to the customers, from little kids, students to adults. And then, but the difficult thing is, I try to be an English teacher and then to like geography teacher, because when you are a tour leader, you need to explain everything about the historic part and also the geography part of the country, the kind of feel. So I was kind of, oh my God, what I'm going to talk, what am I going to introduce to these clients, that kind of feel. But after that 5 years, when I work in that travel industry, I was quite enjoying to be a tour leader because I knew that, oh, actually I can do that. But before that experience, I didn't know that, oh, actually I can do that kind of thing. So I think after that experience, I really understand, wow, the importance of step out of our comfort zone can really, just like Linnell share, we can really learn something new. And then we can, if because when we are doing something new and challenge and change ourselves, there are so many new possibilities. So I think the recently that this big jump is to jump into this online world, to be this online business owner. And I think I'm now doing the thing that I really don't like to do it this life. I mean, uh, especially speaking in English, and then to be live this weekly, once a week. Still, like for me now, I'm still feeling nervous, and then to share and speak in English, not my mother tongue. It really kills me. So I think every time when I'm sharing, I feel my heart is kind of beep, beep, pop, 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 and then my face is kind of all getting red. But I'm thinking if I can share here with the audience, and if they are just like me, English is not their modern tongue, and we can, I can use this language to use it and to do the business. If I can do that, I think they can do that. So that's why I think I still continue to do the things that scares me and to share in public. I think that's why we're here, to let people know that they can do this too. Yeah. So, but to be honest, still for 2 years doing this live, I'm still getting nervous each time when I'm here live. So I hope this can inspire people that to do the things that really scares them. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you,
thank
thank you.
you.
And I think a lot of us probably has the same feeling when we are like in front of the computer, we're doing our go live. Debbie, I know that she is a very confident person, but right now, looking at you ladies, it's just like I don't even see that you guys are being shy back then. And it is definitely life changing, pushing yourself and being out there and learn something new. So, Deb.
Yeah, well, I seem like I am confident in front of the camera, but of course, when I started, I was very nervous as well. And I was practicing again and again before I do my own go lives. But now, that was really, I was pushing myself out of my comfort zone because I knew that I needed to do it to grow and then get confident. That's the only way that I can gain confidence is just keep doing it until I really get it, right? So, that was a good thing that I decided I was going to push myself out of the comfort zone. And, that's the only way that you can discover more about yourself. That's what I think. Um,
Mhm.
like what I was going to say, not only go lives. Oh yeah, I was going to say when I was in a real estate, I had to make what we call cold calling. We call people, random people, and ask, "Would you like to buy or sell your real estate?" I hated it to do it. In a later year, it was there was a law that we cannot do it anymore. But before that, we are kind of trained to do it. And I attended this one event called Bold 100. So in one day, I had to make a phone call, 100 people,
Wow.
and make a conversation about real estate. If somebody answers, then sorry, bye, it doesn't count.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, it really, really, I was terrified to do it because I was keep thinking how they are going to react to my phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reacting to it. In my mind, all these scenarios just popping up. People is gonna hate me. People is gonna yell at me. Oh, but I did it anyway. And then after I completed 100 phone calls, I was very, very proud of myself. I felt such a great achievement.
Mm-hmm.
So stepping out from your own comfort zone and then do something that you maybe never did before and you did it, and you might not going to succeed. You maybe just do it halfway, but be proud of yourself. And just stepping out of comfort zone, that that action count, and celebrate it. And we should do it every day. Like for me, waking up early in the morning, I want to stay in the bed because that's my comfort zone. I am, warm, and I'm being with my husband, but I want to achieve something. So I get up early in the morning, start working for my own business because in the morning I get things done. So I do that every day. And yeah, and that's the only way that you keep learning, discovering yourself, and finding new opportunities. Everything is outside of your comfort zone, or my
Yes.
outside of my comfort zone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great advice, Debbie. Yes, it is absolutely, we just need to get out of our comfort zone because it's just like early in the morning, waking up, looking at your face, my face in the mirror. It's just like, oh my goodness, this is what I look like, and then here I am. I start talking to myself, hello, Merly, good morning. It's weird, saying that itself is absolutely like out of your comfort zone, right? And yeah, it's just like you ladies. I growing up, I was very I am not very social person. I know that for sure. And the only time that I push myself to the limit, uh, through our out of our comfort zone is because of this online business.
Mhm.
This is the only one that actually helps me who I become now. So
Mhm.
now I've been pushing myself, of course, every day to be here, to become like who I am and be proud of myself, like Debbie said, because being in a comfort zone is not really changing our life. It's pretty much nothing is going to happen to me if I stay in that kind of position. So this is really a great conversation. I hope you guys will get some bits and pieces and apply it to yourself also, because that's the only way that we can move forward. That's the only way that we can actually change something in our life. So let's do it and we can get out of our comfort zone. So, and today is Thursday. We have our live webinar earlier. But you can watch the replay. You can go any of this our person here. Everyone is an amazing mentor and coach. So just check it out. And I can definitely guarantee that when you become a business owner, you will be out of your comfort zone and you will be a lot happier. So, all right. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else, ladies? All right. Okay. So we'll see you again next week. And thank you all for our viewers and to those of you who are going to watch later on the replay. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.